back to that. I wanted to touch on that too.
Definitely.
But the music, like who were some of the artists that really actually did it for you? Like you said, you found hip hop. You know what I mean? Who were some of the artists that was like, oh, man, that shit was dope?
Original artists. I would say Cool G Rap, Rakim.
Right.
And
yeah,
then
you've been,
right
you've
down
been around.
the line, like we talking Nas and Wu-Tang, Tupac, you know what I'm saying, Dog Pound.
Right.
Shit, I mean, the list goes on and on, man, you know.
But for the most part, like West Coast hip hop, you would say?
No, I think both, really. I played a lot of both coasts when I was younger. Yeah, so, you know, I was just open to wherever it came from. There wasn't a lot of South shit yet, but I played some of that stuff too. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No doubt. So you was rocking with the
being
South.
from the West, you know, I played a lot of West shit too, of course. Yeah.
Right. So you was rocking with the whole South when they had their run back in like 05 or like all the whole early 2000s?
Some of it. I mean,
some of it.
You know what I'm saying? I think the whole shit is every era and every genre has good and bad.
Right.
And when something gets popular at first, it's a lot of watered down version of what it is because everyone's trying to copy what's hot.
Right.
Exactly. So that's what was happening in Atlanta at the time. So you have all these songs that sound the same, but if you find and pick and choose those ones and say, oh, these are the core ones that create this style or kind of build
pioneered
from
it.
Pioneered it. Yeah, exactly.
No doubt. So when did you actually start? You know, be like, man, I'm gonna start like actually writing my own songs, like, and seriously started taking it serious. And when did you? Excuse me. And when you start? Were you like novice for a minute? Did you have to like develop a little bit, or did you just always have it?
All right. Well, that it did kind of come naturally to me.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it was just freestyle sessions, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And those things came natural to me, and like within a few weeks, I was already battling fools that were rhyming for years.
Let's go.
So, at school, we'd be at school or at the breakdance circle, and I'll jump into ciphers and just kind of spit. So that's kind of how I found out that it was my element. But yeah, that's how I found out that it was my element. Yeah. So. It did always come naturally to me, and I was like, oh, this is a craft that I can hone, you know what I mean? It's like playing sports. If you play like 4 or 5 different kind of sports, you might say, hey, you know what, I'm good at football, so I can see that I'm good here.
Exactly.
Let me put some time into it. So that made the transition over. And as far as rapping, we've been rapping a long time now, man. Yeah.
How many albums would you say you got, or how many songs would you say you got? Over 100 for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
I got like I don't know, 1,500, man.
Really?
1,200.
That many?
Yeah, there's a bunch of archive. Like, I have a huge archive of old songs that are not out, but yeah, just along the way I've kept, along the process.
So did you ever rock with Project Blow back then?
Yeah, man, I used to go to Blowed when I was a kid, like when I was 17, 18. I couldn't even drive yet. I didn't have my license till I was like 18 or 19 because the judge said I can't have it. But, we used to hitch rides and my boy would drive and we'd go, fuck with the Blow, freestyle, go check out there. So we were big fans from day one. So now it's kind of dope to be fucking with them so tough nowadays. You know
right.
All these years later,
So you were around when it was like at its peak?
Yeah,
like you were on the scene at that time?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what's up, man.
That was right after Good Life Bullies and Freestyle Fellowship was just getting signed and blowing up. Like it was right around those times, man. Yeah.
And so
during the exciting times,
Did you ever meet AC Alone?
Not back then, no.
Okay,
Not till recently, man. That's why it was kind of like a full circle moment for me to meet all of them and be working with them. You know what I mean?
And you were actually part of it, right? Like you got in
there. Yeah, kind of like an honorary. Oh, back then you mean? Yeah. We used to mess around, absolutely. If there was open mics, we'd jump on, but we were bigger fans than anything back then. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Yeah. And then, I mean, would you say back then, like Leimert Park was really like that section for like, you know what I mean, music in the hood, or like, you know what I'm saying, open mics and just like the LA music scene?
1,000%, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a central hub for everyone, and it was where the culture happened. It's a big part of LA hip hop and hip hop in general, man.
Right.